Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're unboxing and taking a closer look at the brand new Zhiyun FR100C color light tube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Hit the notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comments section below your thoughts or if you have any questions about the Zhiyun FR100C. Follow us on socials, the links are down below, and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So here is the FIVERAY FR100C and its retail packaging. Let's unbox this and take a closer look at what's included. So we actually have two cartons in here. We've got the light tube itself, and it looks like the switching adapter also coming in this larger outer carton. Now when we open up the light tube, we have the light tube itself. There's also a USB Type A to Type C cable. We've got the instruction manual, and we also have a carry pouch. Now inside this box here with the switching adapter, we have the IEC cable or the kettle cord, and also the switching adapter. So before we get into the review, full disclosure, Zhiyun have sent this over to us for a review. However, they haven't told us what to say in the video. These will be all of our opinion about the new product here, the FIVERAY FR100C. But yeah, firstly, just having a look here at some of the physical features of the light tube. So it's actually quite a hefty tube. It's made from a fairly durable plastic here. It feels kind of heavy weighted. The battery is located towards the bottom here, so it is bottom heavy. And just looking at the case itself, you've got a 1/4 inch 20 thread at the bottom here for mounting directly to a light stand or to any other mount. The handle section here is quite thick. There's also a sort of rubber / faux leather type of grip here in case you're hand holding this. You also do have 6 fans located at the back here of the light tube. So this light tube here wouldn't be ideal for any environment where audio is really important. It's more to do with, I guess, more of a creative light as it is a RGB tube. However, maybe something that's not going to be used in an interview situation. The reason why there is 6 fans on this particular unit here, and there's also a hefty heatsink on the inside here, is because this light here is actually a max of 100 watts for an LED light source, which is huge. So normally light tubes such as this from any other brand, including Godox, Aperture, or other brands, usually range anywhere between sort of 18 to 25 watts. However, this one here has a max mode that can output up to 100 watts of output, which is really impressive coming from a light tube source just like this. There is a max button there, so it's something that you can't achieve without hitting that max button, but it is a great feature to have. And all along the side here, you can see there are vents, and there's a built-in diffuser here for the LED panel. Now on the back, you have a control here, and the control is kind of like a spin wheel. However, there are four different parts here that you can click to the left, which is the dim. The top here, which is max, that's that max mode we were referring to, as well as CCT to the right and HSI at the bottom. And then you've also got that reference card there for the colors for the HSI mode there as well. So you're able to pick what color you need to as you're dialing in those settings. Now on the side here, you've also got the switching adapter port. So this is for the charger, plugs directly into the side, as well as a USB Type C port also. And that'll be to have any firmware updates for this particular product as well. So let's take a closer look at some of the features as well as how to operate this light. So going through some of the features of the FIVERAY FR100C, firstly, it's approximately 50 centimeters in height. The actual light itself weighs about 0.9 kilos. And some of the light metrics include that it has a CRI rating of 96 and a TLCI rating of 97. as well as a color temperature range of 2700 Kelvin up to the 6200 Kelvin. So a nice warm to cool. You also have those RGB modes that you can dial in using this reference card at the back here, as well as HSI mode. And you also have the standard color temperature ranges too. So it's a fully featured light. Now in terms of the dimming, you have true dimming from 0 to 100%. You also have an internal battery of 2600 milliamps, which offers a runtime of about 40 minutes at max output. So that's at that full 100 watts. Now that at that full 100 watts, you have a rating of 21,100 lux. So that's really impressive coming from this sort of light source. And yeah, let's take a closer look at the menu and how to operate the light. So a couple of things to note. Firstly, with the USB-C cable here that's provided, you're actually able to fast charge the FR100C with 28 watts. So that's a great feature to have, as well as with the provided 120 watt charger here, which actually allows you to operate the light while charging it. So they've managed to sort of have an advanced power distribution across the light here for you to be able to charge and use, as well as control the heat distribution for such a high output light at 100 watts, which is an impressive thing. Given that Zhiyun's not really known for their lights, they are adding technology into their newer range of products, including this light tube here. Now to operate, all you simply have to do is turn the light on. You press the on button there and it automatically defaults into CCT mode. So as you press the CCT button, so it doesn't matter if you press the CCT or the dim button, it just cycles between both options here. But if you press dim, you can control the dim in 1% increments there, and you can also control the CCT from the 2700 Kelvin up to the 6200 Kelvin. And you also have the max button at the top there, and that's where you'd be getting the full output of the 100 watts. Now you can see I can also change the settings while we are in max also, so we can cycle between the color temperatures there. But when we hit the HSI mode, there's no longer the max mode available, so that disables itself there. The options that you have here are basically just cycling through your hue, your saturation, and your intensity too. So if you're using this as reference chart at the lower numbers here, at the lower degrees, you can see it's more of a red color, and just using this as the main chart here as you cycle through. And then obviously the different colors available as you reduce or increase the saturation, as well as the intensity too. Now at the top here, you can see there's just the battery indicator, and that's pretty much the straightforward use of the FR100C. What we wanted to do is compare the FR100C with its full 100 watts of output with a tube light from another brand, which is the Godox TL60 that you have here. So there is another similar light tube that Godox has, which is the LC500, but we have this one here available with us right now. So we wanted to test this. This particular light tube here is slightly different. You can see here it has the control pad down here. It's not really designed to be handheld per se. There are a lot of clamps and also mounts that are available for this particular light. So this here is probably, you know, convenient to be handheld. But you can see this particular light doesn't have any fans, which means there isn't a sort of, you know, overheat type of protection or a way to cool this particular light, as it's not really producing as much output as the FR100C. So what we're gonna do is turn off our key light here and also some of the rim lights here to make sure that these would be used as our main source of light from the front, so as a key light. And we just wanted to compare the differences between both of these lights and the type of output they're producing at the same distance from the same stand. So we have our key light, which is a 300 watt LED here to my right. We'll be turning that one off, as well as one of the side lights here. And we have the FIVERAY's FR100C approximately 1.5 meters away from me to my left side here. So we'll be using that as our main key light. Then we'll be using the C800 light meter here just to test and see the output as well as the CRI rating of the light. Now we'll just be turning on the FR100C. And this is just at the standard 0 to 100%, so at 100% currently, not in max mode. If we're just to do a quick test here on the lux, so currently I'm getting a reading of 5,270 Kelvin and also 1,330 lux. Now we'll put it onto max mode now, and we'll just compare that. And there's max mode. So you'll see max mode actually changed the color temperature, defaulted to 4,000 Kelvin. So it doesn't remember the CCT setting, so you just need to change that if you want to, back to that 5,600 Kelvin. And we're getting similar readings, but CCT of 5329 and also a lux reading of 1670. So it is a little bit of an increase there as well. Let's test this at max rating at 4000 Kelvin as well, and just making sure the lux is not capping out at the cooler color temperatures. Yep, and that's where we can see at 4000 Kelvin, you can see there the lux rating is a little bit higher, 2850. However, the color temperature is about 3852. Now we'll test it with the Godox TL60 as the main key light. So now we have the TL60 in the same position, so all we've done is just swap the light source. There we go, so the TL60 is currently at full output at cooler color temp here, so about 56. And what we can see here is the CCT is coming up as 5392 and also lux of 785. Now, just a few things to take note of with the powering options here. It has that internal lithium-ion battery, which you can actually charge with this USB-C cable. 28 watts fast charge via the port on the side there, which is a handy feature to have, especially if you have a portable power bank or if you have another adapter that you already own. And also you have the 120 watt switching adapter here that's provided, which is a fairly higher powered one, given this light source is a little bit stronger than most tube lights. So it does have very advanced powering features as compared to other tube lights too. Now, in terms of its uses, once again, it is a tube light and it does have that built-in diffuser. So it's great as a run and gun type of light. So if you're on set and you need a light source and you're able to dial in, you know, a particular CCT that you need and also an output that you need, or if you just need maximum output and you need as much light as possible in a sort of handheld device. Now, it is pretty heavy, so it is just under that 1 kilo, so you wouldn't be holding it for too long, so it'd be best to be mounting this on a boom stand or a light stand of some sort. You would be using this in product photography or as just a continuous light source, whether that's for photography or for video also. So that was just our unboxing and review of the Zhiyun FR100C LED tube light. For more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comments section below your thoughts, or if you have any questions about the Zhiyun FR100C. Follow us on socials, the links are down below, and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.